was in your shoes, they would say, Kirk, you deserve that shit. They would talk shit about me. And you know what? Dude, I love the fact they love you. They love you, bro, because you did with it.
Let me recall the news from last year for anybody who might have missed this hot brew. When Remy Ma accused Papoose of cheating on her with boxing champion Claressa Shields, Kirk Frost naturally got involved in the controversy. He came in strong, I must say, supporting him and complimenting him on his poise during what was supposedly Remy's performance. Even though Remy is responsible for everything she's done, it was she who put Papoose up for defamation, stating that Remy and Papoose had broken up, and that shortly after, Remy was allegedly meeting E, the block captain, an underground battle rapper who was in the same social circles as Papoose. Remy was living her greatest life when it was revealed a few months later that she was in a polyamorous relationship with yet another rapper. This was terrible news. For a few days, Remy couldn't stand it when Papoose finally started seeing someone else. Papoose kept quiet, came to terms with the loss, and went on. Claressa Shields disclosed that Remy and Papoose had cheated on her by sharing a snapshot of their private conversation. Remy Ma has a reputation for being a strict employer who doesn't hesitate to walk on people's toes, as everyone knows. However, this time she was provoking a quarrel with Papoose, who accused him of sleeping on the phone with Claressa while she was at her house. When Claressa heard Remy's voice, she allegedly hung up the phone. Someone stronger than she was, and Claressa Shields clapped back in a flash. Claressa gave an insightful response. She smacked Remy with another line, but she wasn't done yet. How can a man with a girlfriend upset a woman who has two boyfriends? If I'm not the only one, why in the world are you classifying me as such? Instagram photos were shared on Twitter by Claressa, who wrote, "It's crazy that a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this and sending phony texts. I'm not a bee, you see. You're bitter and angry, bully. You're making a fool of yourself, so stop it. That was some serious shade. I'm not 45 yet, but you're 29, and I'll just say this. You're not aging like wine, honey," Remy replied quickly. In order to keep things civil, she said, "Tell your boyfriend to buy you some flowers and gifts." He didn't even answer his phone this week because he was with his CBER. Papoose eventually released an online statement after remaining silent for months. Said, "She's acting like the victim now that I've moved on." After accusing Remy Ma of being a narcissist for her persistent infidelity, Papoose went on, "I've asked for a divorce several times, but she'd rather chase clout on social media than handle this like adults." Papoose captioned a picture of Remy cuddling up to the block captain by the Christmas tree and added that he had kept quiet for his daughter's sake, but felt compelled to speak up when Remy kept making fun of him. Papoose went on, "While I was at last Christmas, Remy spent time with my kid at home, but I have moved on and am not yet finished. We could seek a divorce like adults, but she won't because I won't lie and pretend I didn't knock this guy out. She's obsessed with making up lies. He didn't strike me back. Therefore, it doesn't matter that I still have messages from her pleading with me to lie about the knockout. Everyone saw this chump in the fetal position the last time I saw him. When it appeared like things couldn't get much worse, the internet went berserk, accusing Remy of being poisonous. Fans said that Papoose didn't deserve any of the trouble she was causing. Not only did Kirk Frost support Papoose when he showed up there, but he also severely criticized Remy for attempting to play the innocent victim when she was truly to blame for everything.
So many women in here, and the women always talking bad about the guys. And then it's none of my business, but I get talked about all the time, and I'm just saying, if he went in business, and his reward to me is bad, but this ain't my business, but I feel like, God damn, bro, I feel bad for him. You put it this way, if I was in your shoes, they would say, Kirk, you deserve that shit. They would talk shit about me, and you know what? Dude, I love the fact that they love you. They love you, bro, because you did what a lot of women do. Seriously, I love you that. That's you got a lot of respect for the street. I'm keeping it on it. Women, y'all have shown y'all in a very bad way. Okay, it's the women too. That's how some person. Social media. Even though I say
To be honest, I kind of agree with Perk on this one. If Papoose were doing what Remy is doing, the situation would be even more complicated. The fact that Remy is a woman is the only reason she isn't getting more backlash for depicting Papoose as the toxic one. That maneuver was absolutely not Remy's style if the roles were reversed. It's doing, but hold on. Someone other than Perk Frost had to weigh in. Let's see what Lil Scrappy had to say about all this turmoil, as he doesn't hold back when he speaks. However, if I'm being totally honest, Papoose handled the entire situation, so Remy Ma is primarily to blame. It's obvious that a divorce should happen as quickly as possible given how shockingly Papoose and Rema's relationship ended. Remy couldn't bear to see him with someone else because, in reality, marriages only work when both partners want it to. That this one obviously didn't work. After Remy let her emotions run wild and revealed his relationship with Claressa Shields, we can only hope that Ray will sign the divorce papers and let Papoose continue on with his life. Supporters contended that Kirk Frost's remarks regarding Rema's attempt to play the innocent card, Remy comes across as angry since she allowed Papoose to move on, embarrassed him in public, and now he is somehow bad for acquiring a new girlfriend. The fact that Remy had an affair with the battle rapper and cheated on him was also brought up, and she is now angry that Papoose has transformed into a top-tier boxing champion. Did Remo treat Papoose fairly, in your perspective, or is there more to this tale than what the media is presenting? When a woman finds her spouse happier after the breakup, it appears to be a clear example of what happens when she can't let go of them. We have more tea in store for you, so please share your ideas in the comments section. And don't forget to watch the next episode. Is Papoose being called out by Remy for cheating while she was employed? To feel better, she will attempt to ruin the reputation of others. Identical objecta.